Sup nerds! Today we're going to be updating the every free-to-play displays in Fallout 76. This one is a little late, but it's because I was trying to get everything, and in the end I couldn't get one of them, but I can still show it here. And we will have to update this again in like 2 to 3 weeks when the new season hits, I think, because they will have a fish display, probably through Quest maybe? Not too sure. We'll see when we get there. But until then, I will be showing you everything that we can get right now. So let's go. Just some basic info first. Every display will display stuff that you have in your stash. So the stuff that you do want to show off will take up space in your stash and you won't be able to use them while they're being displayed. Starting out with the regular displays in which you can just show off whatever junk item you have, the generic display short is known by default, so you can build them right off from the start. Display some rare junks for all your friends to be jealous of. The generic display tall 1 is also known by default, and this one is taller than the previous one. You can display some bigger stuff and you can see better because the glass is practically invisible. The generic display tall 2, also known by default, is similar to the previous one, but there's a wooden backdrop here and the glass is visible. Then there's the weapon racks, also known by default. These go on the walls and you can show off your 4th, 5th or even 6th favorite weapon, because of course you're most likely carrying your 3 most favorite ones with you all the time. The heavy weapon stand, also known by default, is a stand that goes on the floor instead of the walls that you can show off bigger weapons on. Still amongst things you know by default, there are 2 kinds of magazine racks. One is the steel magazine display, which is one of those spinning ones that you see in gas stations. Pretty cool to have one of these if you're going for a store kind of aesthetic. The second magazine rack is a wooden one, also known by default, and this one goes for more like a comic shop aesthetic. Then, the last known by default display is the Bobbleheads one, and you can show all the different bobbleheads you have collected during your travels through Appalachia. On to learnable ones now. From the Mothman Equinox seasonal event, we can get 2 displays. Kinda. They're both the same size, pretty small in my opinion, and they do display the same thing, moths. But one is for the wall, while the other is for the floor. And these are 2 separate plans. But I do like the moths quite a bit. It would have been cool if the display was a lot bigger and they added more moths in the future updates, sorta like they did with the Herdsman bell display, but alas, there's only space for 6, and they only added 6. Of course, I'm still missing one as you can see here, but you get the idea. From the Big Blossom seasonal event, we can get the small glazed pot. This is what it looks like. Kinda cute, a little worn out, but it is the post-apocalypse. And of course, we can display flowers on it, but just one. Also on the Big Bloom seasonal event, we can get the medium glazed pot, and as you can see, it looks very similar to the small one but just bigger. Here's how they compare in size. But this can display 3 flowers at once, so that's pretty neat. And where there's a small and a medium, of course there's a large glazed pot. Also acquired from the Big Bloom seasonal event, and this one actually looks different as it is 3 different pots placed together. Now as you can see, I don't have this yet. I wasn't able to get it during the event, even though I did like over 60 of the event. But yeah, I can only imagine you can put 3 different flowers on it. Maybe the top one can put more, so maybe 4 or 5, I don't know. But yeah, it looks different, it looks neat, kinda cool. And still in the Big Bloom seasonal event, we can get the Honey Beast flower display. And this one is kind of weird, kind of cool, I guess. It is the butt of the Honey Beast. It is very small though, as you can see here. So probably one of those basil babies and not an actual honey beast, perhaps. But you use it as a flower pot, which is kind of weird. It does look slimy and kind of gross. But here you can put 6 flowers at once. So that's really cool. Here you can put all these different kinds of flowers or just one type of flower if you want. But yeah, 6 flowers in total. Pretty cool. I do think it's somewhat neat, but definitely appreciate the variety in the displays. The Herdsman bell display can be acquired from the Fastnacht, and you also display the bells, of which the plants you also get from Fastnacht. In our previous video, I didn't have the one bell plant that they had back then, but since then, more bell plants were added to the Fastnacht, and I was able to get my hands on a few of them. Now onto a more interesting one. From Grom's Meat Cook, you can have a chance to get the Megalonyx Display, which is huge. And you do need to get each part of the fossil to display. I was able to get all of them thankfully, but one bad side is that these things are heavy. They will take a lot of space in your stash, so for a lot of the collectors out there, this may not be worth it. But if you would like one of this, but you didn't get it from Grom's Meat Cook, I think someone who knows these plants can build them for you at your base. But also, the first time you do either Grom's Meat Cook or Fastnacht event, you will guaranteed get a plant for the Beer Stein display, where you can display beer steins that you get from different events, scoreboard and seasons. Speaking of beer steins, the robot beer stein display is acquired from the Test Your Metal public event, and it looks great. I love robots. Now going to Samuel in Foundation, for 1,250 gold bullions you can buy the plans for the Cryptid card display, which used to be a scoreboard thing, but now anyone can get it. And what do you display here? Well, Pokemon cards of course. From the public events, Safe and Sound and Beast of Burden, you will always get one random Cryptid card. Collect them all and display them in this thing here. Neat! At Samuel in Foundation again, you can also buy the Jewelry Stand Flair display, also for 1,250 gold bullion. This was also a scoreboard thing if I remember correctly, and here you can display all of your backpack flares. Of course, to display them here, you do have to craft them at the Tinkerer's bench instead of the Armor bench, so that it does become a miscellaneous item instead of a mod for your backpack. Then just stash the miscellaneous item into your stash and display them here. Pretty neat. And that's it, guys. Every free-to-play display that we can get in Fallout 76 right now. As a collector, I do think these are really neat. I do like having these around in my shelter. As you can see, the trading card one is way back there. That is one of my favorites. And I just think it adds personality to your base. So yeah, which one is your favorite? Are you still trying to get one? Do you have a spare plan for large glazed pot that you could trade me? Let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Consider helping the channel out by clicking join down below to become a member. Subscribe to see more videos like this. And of course, always nerd on.